Nice music.
Nice. All right, here we go.
Hallelujah.
How do you know that there is no love? Uh-oh. How do you know? Last night we were welcome to Midnight Love. This is Idika Imeri, and we have live audience. This is live. This is live. Last night we talked about um, when love, the sign that love is there, and the sign that love is present. Tonight, welcome to Midnight Love again. Let's look at some sign that love is not present, or that there's never been love at all. What do you think was love was not? What is it? What are the signs that there is no love, or love has ended, or love wasn't even present all along? What is the sign that someone doesn't love you anymore? Let's go for it. Boys and girls, let's jump in tonight. You can call in to talk to us. This is a test. This is the number 3 test that we are doing on Midnight Love. And we'll finally decide to keep it on Wednesdays or on Friday, or to change the dates. We want to see what will be comfortable, or whether it is better on Saturday night. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Give me some idea. Give me some ideas. When do you think people will be relaxed to listen to this kind of program? Is it on the weekdays, or is it on a weekend? Is it on a Sunday night, Sunday midnight, or Saturday midnight? I need. Some of you can speak now and tell me. Let's go. We are live on the air. Go ahead.
Friday night's good.
What is that?
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yes.
Okay. Who is saying Saturday?
Beverly.
Beverly. Oh boy, the Giants are out tonight. That is so cool. I'm loving this. How are you, sweetheart?
And then yourself.
Good. Say Saturday night. Okay. Okay, Saturday night. After they return from the club on Friday night, so Saturday night is good. Beverly, because of you, I'm considering where you are considering. I won't say more than that. I'll stop there. So she said Saturday night is a good night. What do you guys think?
I think Friday night's good too. Either or.
Friday night is good too, but because we already have programs on Friday night, so she's saying Saturday midnight. When do people really sit back to regret things, to think through things? Is it during weekend or weekdays? When do the loneliness set in? Is it only during the holidays, the Thanksgiving, the Easter, the Christmas, or when you see that person walk by or drove by, or you saw his old picture you didn't know was still there at the bottom of the luggage or somewhere where you threw those trash into, because now they are trash. Um, when is it? When is it? Oh my gosh, as I'm talking to everyone out there tonight, I really am reminded to do something really, really serious. And I'm going to do it tonight. Yep. I've targeted someone. I've targeted somebody that I'm going to bless, and I've targeted somebody that I will stop there. So, yep, there are powers. I really know it. There is power in me, and I'm gonna use it. Let's continue. When do loneliness, the boring, the regret, when do these things set in? Does it sit in on weekends or on weekdays? All right. While you are thinking about, huh?
Weekends.
Weekends. Is that there? Oh, okay. Beverly, is that you?
That's Beverly.
Okay. She says during weekend. Chantal, I need your opinion here. Vicky. Barbara. Yeah. Leader Barbara, I need your opinion here.
Yeah, weekends too, because that's when people want to, go out with their significant other.
Okay. When do they sit back to think? When do they sit back to get their head cleared up?
Might be Thursday night going into Friday. Then they think, oh, okay, I need something to do with somebody on the weekend.
That's a good idea on a Thursday night. Vicky, what do you think?
That looks good for me.
Yeah. Since there is a lot going on the weekend, Thursday night might be a good night that we can just have it maybe once. We can have it once a night. I think I'll buy the Thursday. So Vicky, put that. That sounds like a good time, because Thursday is like gradually ending the weekdays and entering. That is like in between days. So that's a pretty good days. Okay, so put that down in the notebook, and I will go on tonight to post that on Facebook and on Twitter and on the website, that this program Midnight Love will always be on Thursday night. And Vicky, don't forget, and Shante, don't forget to remind me, Barbara, Beverly, so that we keep it going on until it catches fire. All right, let's go on. When do you think, let's go back to the question that was just asked. When do you think, when do you feel like there is no love there? What do someone do? And how do you respond to what they say or what they do that shows that there is no more love? Please, let's contribute. What do you see? This is something that happens to you every day. Or it has happened to you. Huh?
No communication.
No communication. Why do people not communicate? Why do people not communicate, or someone that you love or you care about or you are thinking about, when they do not communicate, what do that mean? I'm not talking about people who are consumed by passion of their job, like myself, because I have a weakness, and if you want, I'll tell you what it is. And the weakness is, when I am focused on one thing, you cannot get me out of that one thing until I'm done with it. That's different. There are people like that who are just who are not multitasking people. I'm not a multitasking personality. But if you look at me, you will think that I am. The reason why I'm productive is because I face one thing and I will do that one thing. I don't care whether my mama is trying to call me. No, you're gonna wait until I'm done. That's the way I roll. The reason is that if I am with you, trying to talk to you and do things, all kind of stuff, it doesn't work with me because my mind will always go back to what I've not finished. And over the years, I've done everything to get out of that routine and be flexible in that. It doesn't work. And the reason is that when competency is flowing through me, I just have to let it flow. Because when it stops, I cannot go back there. So that's why sometimes when people tell me, oh, why not relax? Why not relax? I cannot, because when once the train is moving and I stop, it's hard for me to start the train again. That's who I am. So you see, each person, you must be a good manager, a good educator of the way your personality work, the way you are able to accomplish a task. There are people whom, if they are writing, say 5 or 10 page work, they can stop, go, enjoy life, do things, and then come back and can pick exactly from where they stop. Not me. I can't do that. Because it's like everything come at one time to me. It rushes at one time to me. Bam, bam, bam. And I must respond at that time. And I've come to realize why. Because you see, I wear the hat of an educator. I wear the hat of a prophet. And I wear the hat of a shepherd. And that's a very difficult role to play. It's very, very difficult. And so sometimes something that has to do with the pastoral role is kicking in at that time. Like if I'm ministering to people on the phone, I just have to minister until I am done with those numbers of people. Then I can go on to something else. Like right now that I'm repairing and reworking on all the videos, that's just what I'm focusing on. Every other thing is out of the way. Because once I'm done, then I celebrate before I now go to something else. I think that's genius. And at the same time, it presents its own problem. Someone like me need other people to work with me to take care of other things for me. If not, it will have a repercussion. The way that I'm formed will have, it will not work out very well in certain things. So that's why leaders like me or rulers like me must always have competent people who are able to do other things for me or for the business without me being there. Who knows exactly what to do? They don't need to consult me. They know exactly what to do. That's how it goes. So that's different. That's a different form of communication. And anybody who don't know me, you may think that I'm neglecting you. Another thing is, if I'm praying for you and I'm not getting an answer, I'll shut down everything until I get an answer. So you can call me all you want. I won't answer because there is somebody, let's say, I'm praying for Beverly for something. And God said, well, I want this to happen to Beverly in 10 years' time. Why wait? Why would she need to wait for 10 years? Why not shorten it to at least 1 day? And so I may be asked to pay a price for that. So this is how this thing works. It's now making sense to me why I've come to know that Jesus was not always with the disciples. He was not sometimes always with people. If you are really going to be competent in this kind of things, especially you're combining business, you're trying to find a genuine business to make money, both for the ministry, both for the business, a little bit for yourself and to be able to provide and to help a lot of people around the world. Hopefully they will be able to help me in the future too. Thank God. You're gonna need competent people to see for you, to do things so that the entire circle works very well. I remember that there are some presidents of corporations, chief executive officers of some big corporation. You walk into their office, they will be very mad at who let you into their office, because they are completely focused on one tiny thing that they are handling, and they don't want anybody to be in there. They want some other people to handle it, to handle your problem. Don't come directly to them. That's why a lot of public figures, you cannot call them and get them. It's impossible for you to get them. People can get me right now because of where I am right now, or where I've allowed myself to be, in order to groom and to grow the kind of people that I want to move with in the future. That's what I'm doing right now. If not, I will have just been within the periphery of ministry as business. But I want to grow the kind of people that I want to move with, that I can call, these are mine, that I did not steal from in nobody's else place. So that's a different kind of communication or leadership style. That's why my very mom understands this. So when she calls and I tell her, I'll call you back, she knows that there's something important that I'm doing. That's why I cannot. And that at the appropriate time, I'll call her. And at that time, when I call you, I'm going to give you genuine audience, active listening. And I'm going to solve whatever problem that you want me to solve for you. Right. So you talk about communication. So now let's go to the other side of communication. She said, one of the things that you will notice that love is no longer there is the person doesn't communicate. And what do you mean, Beverly, by that?
Well, if you're in a relationship, are you dating, and you're used to talking with each other, and all of a sudden the communicating starts slowing down until it comes to a stop where you don't want to be bothered, you don't want to talk. And it's like, that's a sign like, okay, something is wrong.
Okay. All right. Do any other person want to elaborate on communication? Also, you have to know if you want to be in a relationship, in a dating, in marriage, and all this stuff, in a very high quality friendship that you attach great value to, you have to be aware of the different kinds of personalities. There are people who enjoy talking, and there are also people who do not enjoy talking. I belong to the latter group. I don't enjoy talking, unless it's very absolutely important. There is a side of me that is very transactional, and because I was brought up by traders and businessmen, very transactional. I only operate within what is important and profitable, and that is it. There are people who are introverted. There are people who are introverted. They just enjoy internalizing stuff. They think. They reserve their energy. I love that. It's part of my makeup. I talk because of I'm a public figure. And I only communicate. There's a difference between talking and communicating. Majority of what we think is communication is just people are just chatting and talking. and there's nothing that comes out of it. I mean, there's a place to play and to be happy and to do things. But there are also people who have not achieved all the best that they want to achieve, and they are consumed by that. And there are also people who are who speak not too much. They don't really enjoy talking. They only talk when it's absolutely necessary. So think about that. So while we talk about communication, you have to also know that there are people who enjoy talking, give them energy, and other people talking make them lose energy. So all they do is they communicate when it's only absolutely necessary. Like, hold on. Hold on. I didn't know this is on. Hold on, let me turn this off. Yeah. There we go. Also, you see, depending on the kind of job that you do, like me, like myself, there are times that talking is actually stress. It's actually stress to me. Reason is because of how many calls I handle in a day. You have to be aware of that. So why I'm pointing this to you is to show you the different communication things that are going on. Because there are many a time that people have made the mistake. I've seen it over and over. People make the mistake of saying, okay, because this person is not communicating, they don't love me, they don't care about me, they don't like me. That's not true. Especially when some people are very professionally oriented. There's not much. For example, if you see people who have been to war, soldiers, real soldiers, they don't really talk a lot. They don't really talk a lot because they are guarded. They are guarding secrets. People who've worked for Secret Service, FBI, CIA of different nations, they are very guarded. People who carries great secrets of other people, they are guarded. But let's look at an ordinary situation when Beverly, do you mean people talking in order to have fun? Or do you mean communication meaning solving problems?
No, if you have a partner, are you married?
Okay.
And you are used to always communicating, talking, sitting down talking about things going on in the family, things going on in the house, things going on.
Awesome, sweet, nothing.
Communicate, and all of a sudden it just stops.
Okay. Now, if it stops in a situation like that, Chantel, what do we call that? What is going on there? Vicky?
The person might be cheating. They may have another lover or something.
They might be cheating. They might have another lover or something. And they do not want to be found out, so they are guarded. So they do not want to be talking because they will reveal secrets. Got it. So that's why that river has stopped flowing. So people stop talking, stop communicating effectively because they do not want what they are doing to be discovered. There we go. There we go.
Or they could also be, they were probably fake.
Or they were fake. Okay.
Got tired of putting up that facade.
Okay. They were fake. They were putting up a mess. Or they are hunters. We also put it this way. We call it. They are also hunters. You know, when there's something I've discovered. A lot of men and a lot of women fall into this trap. There are some men who will pretend to pose like everyone is chasing them, like they are very important. So the entire women in the whole wide world are chasing after them or really admire them. And there are women who do the same thing. So because some human being are prone, not me. This is how some human beings are. When they see that everyone is hunting that particular person, they jump into the hunting group and begin to run after that as though there's something involved in it. Let me give you an example. In those days when I used to wear stuff from secondhand shop, you'll find out that you go into a secondhand shop and you'll find things that are very nice, that's never been worn. And as you are looking at it, you find that immediately you stand there and you pick up that outfit and you are looking at it or that shoe. You'll find somebody immediately walk up to you to start looking at the same thing. Have you experienced that? And if you make the mistake, the person will ask you, do you really that? Oh, that's really nice. Are you gonna get it or am I gonna get it? Immediately, because because they now think that there is something good about that thing. So if you make the mistake of keeping it in order to try to make up your mind, if you did not put it inside your cart, CART, your shopping basket, you'll find out that the other person will come and take it, thinking that it's very important, it's a good thing. You see what I mean? So that is also what happens when it comes to some people who are fake. When they see that everybody is after that thing, then everybody chases after that, and then they will be watching who finally gets the man or who finally gets the woman. That kind of thinking. We call it a hunting instinct. And then when finally they finally want to settle down with the person, they will now realize that they don't really like what they got. It's not what really they wanted. And so they begin to withdraw. So lack of communication may means people withdrawing after coming to realize that what they were running after was not what they actually wanted. I think that is part of reasons why people do not communicate. Is there other reasons why people don't communicate? I also think that it is an outright statement. It is an outright statement that someone has moved on. I hope you know that. Because when people delete you, when people return back to you what you bought for them, when people delete your delete you from their phone, from their social media, they are telling you that they don't want you anymore. Either they are tired of you or they've moved on. That's the meaning. And you should never pursue people that delete you or people that did not really want you. Don't pursue them. It's not a good thing. And like I've always said to you, if you doubt, withdraw. If you doubt, withdraw. Vicky, I hope you're writing that down. And Mary, are you listening tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. If you doubt, withdraw. Doubt is a great sign that something is wrong. That something is wrong. There are people who, when along the way, they know that they are not yet prepared for certain things, so they withdraw. I remember talking to uh, a lady in her, I think she's in her 60s. And when she heard what I was saying about marriage and relationship, she said to me, how can you, a young man, know more about relationship and marriage than us? She said, you see, from what you are saying, I can now say that I don't even know anything about marriage or relationship or dating. So that woman has to go through the catalog of our broadcast to learn as much as she could on marriage, etc., and relationship. And she was stunned by the quality of my operation. So now let's go to something else. Beverly, thank you for bringing that word. And Shante, thank you for communicating. Is there somebody who want to add something more to the communication path? Because it seems to be very, very important tonight that we are bringing that. Also, the reason why it is I think the reasons too, one of the reasons why it's very important is also through communication. Communication is an open door for clarity. With communication, you will really know what somebody is thinking. But also, don't let that deceive you, because through communication, someone can deceive you. They can exclude you or include you. And there are people who are masters of gab, masters of talking. They know how to use their words to get you or to get your money. It's one of those gifts that I don't have. I don't have the gift of lying to people or trying to make people give me money. I don't have that gift. And I don't want it. I think the reasons why I don't is that I don't simply want to practice that, because I feel that it is stealing, it is deceiving people and manipulating. I don't want somebody to something, whatever I don't want people to do to me, I should never do it to them. There are people who don't care that you've never paid your bill, but they will still ask you to send them money. In fact, there are people who are far more worse than Lucifer. They know that you need money. And by the way, those of you who want to pay your first fruits money, if you are following the Jewish calendar, send in your first fruits money. If you want to do it and in January, at the beginning of the year, you do it. If you are following the Jewish calendar and you want to do it, you should have done it in September. Please go ahead and do your first fruits as quickly as possible. I'm going to make a short video, and I'm going to, Vicky, remind me, and Mary, remind me for us to talk about first fruit and what it is. Okay. So that you can decide whether you are following the Jewish calendar, you want to do it on September, or whether you are following the Gregorian calendar, you want to do it in January. So you have to decide one or the other. All right, let's carry on. Or if you want to do it during the Christian New Year, which is Easter. So I'm going to stress it so that those who want to do it during the Jewish calendar, go ahead and do it September, October, do it, get it over with. Those of you who want to do your first fruits in January, you are following the Gregorian calendar, do it. Those who want to do your first fruits during Easter, do it. So I'm going to be stressing it on each of these months next year. It's a lot of things that I need to really keep up with. But this is how I approach first fruits. I don't want anybody to send me first fruits when they cannot pay their light bill, when they cannot pay their mortgage or make a car payment. They cannot pay for college. I'm not talking about those of you who you have You have money stacked away. You have money put away for anything you want to do. So if you don't, you cannot provide for your children and for your household. I don't authorize you to go ahead and send in your entire paycheck. I don't authorize that. I feel that that is stealing. I don't care what the Bible says. I believe that solving problem first, human beings come first before law. Even if God was to stand before me, I will tell him the same thing. That human being come first, because that's what Jesus told me in the good news of the story, the narrative about the Good Samaritan and about the Sabbath. Human being come first before religion. Human beings come first before any law that anybody want to impose. People put up laws in order to do bad things with laws. Also, I know that laws are put in for deterrent to make people obey. So I cannot see why you cannot pay your house rent, and that is the only money you have. I'm talking of people whom that is the only money you have. I'm not talking about you already have some money put away somewhere. If you're a struggling person, you don't. Let's be sincere about these things. Because there are people who are saying they don't have money and they have a lot of money. It's only that you don't know how to manage your money. If you cannot make your house payment and they are coming to come and take it, your house from you, then that will be my fault. That I ask you to send a whole paycheck and you cannot make your mortgage because you send a whole paycheck. I think that is very wrong. Mary, you wanted to say something about communication.
Yes, I wanted to add that when you begin to see this disrespect and distrust and dishonesty,
disrespect, distrust, dishonesty, you will also see the person begin to withdraw. And not just the other person withdrawing, you yourself who is seeing those disrespect, distrust, dishonesty, you yourself, when you see those things, you will also begin to withdraw. Mary, thank you very, very much. You yourself will also begin to withdraw. Is that true or not?
Yeah.
You'll begin to withdraw. Yeah, you'll begin to withdraw yourself. Also, I want you to be aware of what we call the subconscious outflow. That's how I put it, the subconscious outflow. That means when somebody is thinking bad about you, you begin to feel it. It begins to affect you. You will know. You will know when someone loves you, and you will know when somebody doesn't really like you. You will know it. Now let's go to other things that are signs that what are the other signs that something is wrong, that there is no more love? Let's discuss it.
You want to say forgiveness.
Okay, when somebody does not forgive and forget. When they do not forgive and forget. If they forgive you and they keep raising the issue, then there's a problem. Then you know that love is not there. And that they are just staying with you or putting up with you because of the money they will get from you. That's how it is. Unforgiveness. You do something, you said something, and you said it from your heart because you needed explanation. It becomes the reason that the person will hate you and begin to withdraw. That you ask question. Have you not seen that? That you ask question? Yeah, you shouldn't have asked that question. Why not? Why shouldn't that person have asked that question? I mean, I am not talking about asking a question of embarrassment in public, trying to embarrass the other person knowingly or unknowingly. That's not fair. There are things that you shouldn't say about someone that you love, a certain attitude. I'll give you an example. I watched a man and his wife in a store, and as they were passing by me, oh, another man turned up that is a friend of the family of both couples. And while the wife was looking at some product, the man was sneering at his wife to the friend. He was making a bad comment about the wife. You can imagine that. I mean, you can see how his nose grew longer as he was sneering at her, talking bad about it. And I hate it. I was there seeing it, and I hated it. I hated it. And when that guy was gone, the man turned around, "Oh, darling, have you found it?" And you can imagine how I felt to see that. Because the woman doesn't know. So before outsiders, you're making your wife to look cheap, like she's an idiot. And I've seen women do that too to men. I've seen a woman saying to another woman, "So you came to the store, you are still putting up with this MF SOB." I've heard a woman say that to another woman, and the husband was checking out some perfume for her, and she was telling the other woman was telling this one, "So you're still putting up with that MF, with that SOB?" And she's like, "Oh my, what do you think I should do? I'm keeping him for the 2 Ds. I'm keeping him for the 2 Ds. You guys know what the 2 Ds are? Huh? Yeah, I heard the wife saying, "Oh yeah, I'm still keeping up with him." Yeah, that MF, he's a total BS. I'm keeping him for the two. I'm keeping him for the 2 Ds. I'm keeping him for his dollar. I'm keeping him for his dick. I said, whoa! Keeping him for his private and keeping him for his wallet. I said, I can't believe this. In fact, when I saw them come, I moved very fast. I said, God, please never allow this kind of. This is like, the wife was like Lucifer and the other woman was like the devil. It's like Lucifer meeting the devil. Satan met devil, or Satan met Lucifer. Isn't that interesting? And if the husband is that bad, so it will be the wife is Lucifer, the other woman is devil, and the husband is Satan. So the trinity of evil spirit is complete. Lucifer, Satan, and devil.
Wow.
So the husband, Satan, is busy shopping for perfume for her. The wife, Lucifer, and her wife's friend, devil, are busy bitching. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Lucifer has made the devil, and Satan is busy shopping. Oh gosh. What is it that I will not see in this little planet? And the other wife was asking the wife, "Hey, what about the new guy in your office? Yeah. So what do you think?" And she's like, "Oh, he's good. So what are you thinking?" He said, "Oh, well, I'm keeping it hush hush." And I'm listening. I'm a super listener. I'm eavesdropping big time. Shante, you should give me an award for listening. The wife is telling her girlfriend, we are keeping it hush hush. And the other woman was asking, the wife's friend was asking the wife, did you put a key on your phone? He said, oh yeah. He was asking why I put a passcode on the phone, on the cell phone. And I told her that I do not want the kid to see what he and I will say to each other. He doesn't know, you know. And the wife was telling the girlfriend, you know, the man is a knucklehead. He's an idiot. He doesn't know anything, you know. He will never know. And then she keeps saying, I'll take all his money. When once the money is drained, I will hit him with a divorce. And the other woman was saying, what about if he has a heart attack because he didn't expect it coming? And the woman said, and the wife said, let the MF die. You see, the first to die. Let him die. I'll take the house. I'll take the cars and so on. You can imagine what people do.
It's terrible.
Yeah. So she is living with him. And she already has her agenda set up. And men do the same thing. Men say the same thing about their wife or their girlfriend and so on. Men do. Men's own are the worst. Women can at least voice their own. Some men, a lot of men don't even voice it. You say hush hush thing. By the time you come to know that your husband has 10 children from 10 different baby mamas or mama babies, you'll be shocked. This guy is a church guy. He sings in the choir. We go to Bible studies every Wednesday. We go to prayer meetings together. We have everything we do together. When did this guy leave the bedroom to sleep with 10 mama babies or baby mamas? All these years, and I never know. And at that point, Barbara will give me an old record to play. And Shante or Jessica will bring me, I think Jessica will bring me a record player. And I will put the old LP, the old album in it, and to start playing. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he lays his heart, what's his comparam pam param pam quackacam 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 quackacam. Oh boy, this is interesting. This is very interesting. I don't know why. When Mama, I mean, I'm referring to some women, some dirty women out there. When these mamas, when these, I call them, even if they are married, I still use the name hoochie mamas. I don't say this with any disrespect. These married hoochie mamas, I don't know why and how when they have an affair, it's easy for people to notice. Very easily. It's easy to know. If they get pregnant, it's easy for everyone to see. You can't stop the belly from coming up. Except you are somebody that is really have a very tiny belly, and when you are pregnant, nobody knows it. But still, you are going to give birth, so they will know. In fact, I don't know, with women, they can easily know it sometimes, but there are also women who are super secret. You never know. They will tell you they are going to New York to go and visit their brother, and actually their brother is there and is covering up for them. And they're actually going there to go and be with. I've seen a woman who left her husband to go and do business in New York, and the family, the real family that she's from, mother and father, they live in New York. So she goes to stay there. Mother and father, brothers and sisters, they cover up for her. They knew that before she married that man, she's been in love with one little street guy. And that's the guy that do all the dirty job for her. And so every month she goes to New York and sleep with this guy over the weekend and come home, and everything is good at home with her and her husband. Nobody knows. They are super secret women like that. And those are the kind of women, you talk anything about such thing, they will be very angry at you. But those at home are covering up for them. Those who know them are covering up for them. But in a general sense, some women can easily be sniffed out. It's easy. But men, sometimes it's difficult. The time you will know is when he will tell, oh, let's go to a hotel to go and eat at a restaurant. And boom, somebody has invited somebody else to come. And he said, oh, here is your stepbrother or your stepsister. And you are like, what are you talking about? When did you make this? So, well, all this time we've been together, you know, something did happen. You know how they say it? Yeah. One day I went for something. I was drunk. It was a one-night stand. Who tell you it was a one-night stand? That big baby is a one-night stand? Are you serious? Okay, if it was a one-night stand, why have you been hiding it? The girl or the boy is now 18 or 20 years old. And another is when you see your man, when you see your husband or your woman, they begin to hide their paycheck. You don't know what they earn. One person will be open about it, the other person will not be. Except if the husband is Lucifer now and the wife is devil, and two of them, they are hiding their paycheck from each other. Okay, and this one will pay utility, this one will buy food, this one will pay this, and they roll on like that. Then normally, always, a lot of times, many a times, somebody will sneak out to go and do something knowing that nobody's checking their bank account, nobody's checking their credit history, everything is fine. Unless you send a private investigator to start following their tail or following their butt all over the town. And who has time for such nonsense? I don't. I have a lot that I want to achieve in life. I don't have time for such useless thing, or useless way of life. Because I would regret every single day that I was born and came to this earth if I do not fulfill my assignment. Because one thing you have to know, sometimes doing all this love thing can just waste your time so that you don't really achieve anything. You become broke, you are not rich, nothing. And everyone you were born with, they got something to show for being here. Because I know of men and women who roll around all this friendship and dating and marriage, and they've never amount to anything. Their life is centered around that. Child custody, this, divorce, this, separation, this, that. It's a terrible thing. It's a tough thing. So when you see that somebody is no longer helping you financially, and you too, you are not doing everything to help the person financially, because it has to be both ways. One of the greatest things that I value is a man or a woman who is very sensitive to what I want. Very sensitive, and will find every way to fulfill my needs. That's when I know that somebody is serious with me. I don't like people who want to make me promises. I don't like that. And I don't like people who send me empty cards without no check or money in it. I don't like that. Even my own twin daughters, you send them a Christmas or an Easter card without no money in it, they will do exactly what their daddy told them. They will read it, they will call you, they are nice to you and thank you for the card and for the good word, and they say it and they put it in the trash. They will tell you, is that what they are going to eat or buy candies with? I said, I don't blame you girls. I blame your daddy who brought you up that way. Why? Giving is what shows you that somebody is serious. When they turn their giving off, when they turn off their giving towards you, when they turn their giving, if they do not have the appetite and the passion to give to you, know that something is wrong. I value very much, I attach great worth to people who give me things, who give me money, who give me material resources, who pray for me. I mean, I'm talking of people who have the entire package, not people who tell me they are just praying for me and they have nothing to give to me. I'm not going to eat prayer. And I don't know how long it's going to take God to answer your prayer for me, or whether he's answering it at all. I'm just being nice. I'm just being fair. I'm like my father. We are great thinkers. That's how my Father God is. He's the master brain. That's why the three magi came to Jesus with gifts when he was a baby. Those who wanted to be serious with Jesus gave him gifts. That's why those who were giving to Jesus are the ones we saw who appeared at his death. His disciples broke. They were not there. They all ran away. Except those who were the most generous giver of Jesus were the one who stood there watching what happened to him, and those were the women. That's why I do not take it kindly with anyone who opposes, insult, or disrespect women. Like I don't find it something that is entertaining when somebody like Trump is saying bad things about Stormy Daniels. You're calling her a whore, but that's the same woman that you went and slept with. You can't deny that. You went and slept with a whore, so it means that you are a whore. If she's a dog, you are a dog. If you sleep with a snake, you are a snake. You sleep with a prostitute, it means you're a prostitute. So give me a break. He should be ashamed of himself. I mean, the only thing is that he doesn't have any shame anyway. He has no shame. He's ghetto. I'm not telling you that I do not like his survival skill. I do. But there are certain things that you should not say when you are the same thing. That's why I don't like Democrats at all. I don't like them. Because they are too guarded. Republicans are not guarded. They don't care. They are ghettos. They will fight you. I like that. Team spirit. They will come together like African hunting dogs and attack you. Democrats don't have any of those things. They don't have no rules, nothing, no leader. See how when a leader comes up among the Republicans, they all rally around that leader. Even if that leader, if you see behind his back is tattooed on his butt, Satan, they will rally around that Satan. Every one of them, from pastors to whatever. Democrats don't do that. They will start arguing and fighting and quarreling. Show me one person who is aggressive among Democrats who will stand up to trash Trump, to trash talk him. And all that you will hear from CNN. If you trash talk him, you are giving his followers, you are giving them energy. So what? I'm going to make a broadcast that I am having a conspiracy theory that CNN, MSNBC are all for Trump. Indirectly. I've seen it. It sounds to me like the majority of people who work in those industries, in those companies, they are for Trump. Because why will you keep telling people, hey, if you say more, if you want to be like him, you know, yeah, you are giving his fan energy. Do you think they themselves care about what you say about it? One of the reasons why I don't like American politics is it's only two political parties, two business. And that is very wrong. Those who set it up, they set it up very wrongly. It's a wrong kind of system. There should have been a system in America that says we have at least 6 political parties. And you can never, even if you win an election, you have to choose your opponents, one of the parties, 2 of them, at least to form a coalition government. People will no longer make business out of politics in America. Because politics is business. You should know what is the foundation of American politics so that you don't get involved. That's why the more I advance in years, the more I let go of it and focus on what I came to the earth to do. I don't want to be bothered by Obama or by Clinton or by Bush or by Jimmy Carter or by Reagan or by any of these people or Abraham Lincoln. I don't want, or George Washington. I don't want to be bothered by them. I want those who are dead should die. Those who are alive, let them play their politics. In as much as I'm not getting paid, they are the ones who are getting paid. Why should I be interested in whatever they are doing? They are the ones who are making the money. I'm not. So what have they done for me? Nothing. So why should I be interested in any of them? I'm not. I've given you a piece of my mind on how I feel about politicians in case you think that I'm interested in any of them. I'm interested in Democrats being leaders in America, or Republicans being leaders in America. I'm not.
Shifting of the power.
Yeah, I know. So I think that is there somebody else that want to tell us what are the things that you see that shows you that love is no longer there?
I have one other thing.
Okay, go on, Zell. Thank you, sweetie.
That is, okay, when your mate or your husband or your wife do not cooperate with you.
Okay, they do not want to
cooperate.
Okay, they do not want to cooperate with you. Okay. Okay, they do not want to cooperate with you, even if they know that what you are bringing is a good thing. They do not want to cooperate with you. Got it?
No.
Okay.
They're against you.
They are against you. They outrightly are against you. Another thing too, Zell, let's build on what you've just said is when they refuse to plan activities with you, they plan to travel with you, they plan to do things with you, and they want to do it with themselves or with their family members or with their friends. You know that is a sign that love is gone. If you want to go to college, say you already have a baccalaureate and you want to do a master's, and you tell your significant other, your spouse that, or your friend that this is what you want to do, and they are not interested there. Instead, they ask you, why do you need a degree? Why do you need education? Why do you need a continuing education? Why do you need professional training? You know that they don't like you anymore. It's gone. They don't want your personal development. Even if when you begin to earn a big salary, you will also use it to solve problems in the family and to help them. They don't want to see that. Again, building on what Zelina said, they do not want to consult you before they do anything. They don't want to consult you. In order to make you think that they are still interested in you, they will go and buy you a papa or a mama dash me outfits in the name of clothes, shoes. They'll go and buy you a baggy pant, a baggy shirt. And if you are somebody that has a little bit of skin, they'll go and buy you something so tight that it want to bust you open and kill you. They go and buy something that is oversized just to make fun of you. Why not consult you first before you go and shop for that person? Why not go with the person to go and shop? I think it's a sign of disrespect to a woman. And also to a man if you don't ask, what do you really like? What do you really want? Let's go so that you can make your choice, because people are really, really interested in color. Colors. The way it fits. There are more women. There are women who have hips. There are those who don't. There are those who are just straight like a man. And there are men with big butts. I don't know where they are getting all that from. That's crazy. So much of it. The butt that your wife should get in order to look beautiful, the man is getting all of that. I don't know what he's doing with that. I'm not saying that men shouldn't have butts, but I've seen men who have so much butts that the man has to be, when the man was about to come out through the door that all of us came out, he has to come sideways. In fact, they have to push him and his butt out of the door. I said, this is interesting.
Too many hormones.
I'm telling you. I'm like, what? When I saw people pushing this man, pushing him out of the door. It's when he came out finally that I look, I say, whoa, Jesus! I'm like, I will never allow you to marry any of my sister. Forget it. Go to the next door. Not mine. Thank you. My goodness. What are you doing with all that butt?
Overeating.
Woo! Oh, gosh.
Verbal abuse is also part of it.
You say what?
Verbal abuse.
Verbal abuse. I don't know why nobody's saying it until Mary's bringing it. When the other partner begin to physically and verbally and mentally abuse you, you know that it's over. And if they openly, yeah, you see them openly start a new relationship, you know that it's over. The love is gone. And another thing is, do not be the kind of person that when somebody has done all this and then they leave you violently, they violated your life, they left you, and then later along they now want to come back. Do not be that kind of person. Don't allow people who have left you to come back to you. When they leave, don't let them come back. Because this is what I think. Majority of the time when people want to come back, they are coming back because who they believe in, the thing they were pursuing failed them. That's why they are coming back. And when they come back, they are actually coming with a revenge. They are coming to finish you off. They will do worse thing to you than what they did to you. Mary, do you have more things? Let's stay up your belly to bring out some more good stuff for us.
I was going to say about physical abuse. Like, the physical one is very serious.
Yes.
The man will beat you up.
Okay? If they begin to beat you up, whether the man or the woman, I've seen a woman who beat up the boyfriend or beat up the husband so bad, I mean, it was unreal. The woman was boxing the hell into the man. She was boxing the hell into her. Boom, boom, boom. It was like they were fighting in a ring. The man started it, and the woman went into the house and put on a shirt and came out. The man was still at the outside, and the woman said, now you want a fight, and the man ran after him. You want to prove to the whole world that you can do, what are you going to do now? And the woman went, bah! Hit him with one punch at the side of his head, and the man fell down. And the woman now stepped on top of him and start pummeling him. Boom, 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 boom. People then rush in. All the idiots who were watching now rush in. When he was about to kill the man. I mean, the man was bloodied. He told the man, you can now go and call the police. You can now go and sleep with your bee. You can now go. Yep. As they were calling the ambulance, the woman was throwing his stuff out of the house. She was just packing his stuff and throwing up at the side of the street. I'm serious. The man never came back until today. He was so beaten, it was a disgrace. He fled. Never came back.
That's a shame.
Yeah, that's a shame. I mean, the woman really beat him real good. And the woman was a big girl. It was like a wrestling. After he went, the woman like jumped and sat on top of him, and the idiot was shouting, "Yeah, I can't breathe! I cannot breathe! I cannot breathe! Get off me!" Yeah. Say, look at you. You should have walked away quietly. Because he's been beating the woman all along. And the woman said, okay, I'm not taking it no more. And she decided to show her true color that all this time that I didn't want to do anything, I was just trying to respect you. But I think it's over. And the children were clapping for mommy as mommy was getting her heavyweight championship wrestling belt. She really whooped his butt big time. He really came for a whooping. He didn't know it was going to turn that way. Mm-hmm. So we want to end it here. We will try to add all the other spices that we didn't have time to add. We will revisit this at a later date to go through it again and bring out more stuff so as to have something in print about this. The things that you see that make, yeah. Mary, thank you for talking about people showing you, the other person showing you a significant aggression. That's how I put it, significant aggression. Another thing there that we have to throw in is abandonment when they abandon you. They abandon you. When they begin to tell other people things that should remain between both of you, they begin to spread it. When they begin to disrespect you at their job place, they begin to tell people about you at their job. When they begin to write nasty things about you on Facebook and other places, you know that it's over. All right, this is Idika Imeri, and we are discussing midnight love. Don't give your love away just like that. It's very valuable. It's costly. So I want you to be a happy woman. I want you to be a happy man. Do everything good you can do to be happy. Everything good that you can do to be happy. And don't let someone steal your love. I wish you a very happy weekend. Bye-bye. Those of you who want to stay for the daily church, we will shortly begin the recording. Those of you want to stay, who want to do some readings tonight, we will start the daily recording in like 5 minutes. Let me know those who will be staying.
I'll stay.
Who is that? Give me.
This is Barbara.